In this video, I'm going to show you a really easy way to make this wooden serving tray. Welcome back to David's DIY Reviews. On this channel we do a lot of tool tutorials, tool reviews, and kind of woodworking builds like this. Kind of easy half-hour, 1-hour woodworking builds. Today we're going to be building this serving tray. Like I said, this wooden serving tray. Really easy to make, builds a lot of skill, probably takes about an hour. Let's get into it. So the first step is going to be cutting the sides of the tray. I'm going to make mine 14 inches long, and that's going to leave room for 6 slats in the middle with a small gap between them, kind of just for looks. So we'll go ahead, we'll mark 2 of these at 14, we'll draw a line across, and we'll cut them out. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut that out now. So now we've got our 2 sides cut out. We're going to start cutting pieces for the slats in the middle. These are just cut-offs from the sides I just cut. But to show you how I'm going to do it, I'm going to have 6 of these, the length of this, with a small gap in between. And so we'll figure out what dimensions we want that based on how wide we want our tray, and then we'll cut those out. So I think I decided I want my tray to be 9 inches wide. So because this is 3/4 inch D4S, we'll measure these out at 7.5, and then 7.5 plus 3/4 on each side will give us a 9-inch wide tray. So go ahead, we'll mark these, and then we'll have to cut 6 of these. Okay, so now we've got our slats for the middle cut in, and when we assemble it, we'll probably start with the end ones, like this, and then we'll place the others in the middle, kind of just eyeballing the spacing, but this gives you an idea of kind of what we're doing and what this is going to look like. So now that we've got this completed, we're going to build the handles for the end, which is going to be out of this 1x2, which is 3/4 by 1.5 inches. And that's going to go kind of in here like this. So we're going to measure for this, cut these, we'll get our 2 handles done, and then we'll get into assembly. So yeah, the handles are going to be the same width as the bottom slats at all. They're going to be that 7.5 inches. So we'll mark 2 of those at 7.5. We'll go ahead, we'll cut 2 of those out. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut 2 of those out, and then we'll get into assembly. So we've got our ends cut out. Now we'll give everything a little bit of a sand, and then we'll move on to assembly. Give all your edges a bit of a sand there, and we'll be good to go. So moving into assembly, the first thing I said we're going to do, like I said before, is put the 2 ends on. So to do that, I'm just going to stand it up like this on end. I might actually start these 2 nails ahead of time, and we'll do the 2 end ones, and then we'll fill in the middle. You could use a bit of glue on this if you want. I'm not going to. I'm just going to nail it up. Kind of depends what you want to do with the piece. So I went ahead, got my 2 nails started ahead of time. You just get this nice and flush, drive one in, and start building. So now we're on the other end. Sometimes I find, guys, there's really no easy way to do this. You kind of have to balance it and nail. Leave it in the comments below if you can think of a better way to nail this up. So like I said, these inside slats, we're just kind of space them in by, kind of line them up by eye with the gaps between them, and we'll nail those in. Then we'll move on to the handles. So there we go, we've got our slats all nailed in. Next thing we're going to do is nail our handles on. I made my handles out of pine just to kind of contrast with the poplar, which I never mentioned. The rest of my tray is poplar, the handle's pine. And we're going to use these 2 slightly more decorative nails to put the handle on. So we'll do that now, we'll finish it up. And guys, also too, if you're having trouble kind of nailing or in general, I have a good video in the YouTube card above about a bunch of really great tips and tricks that you might not know about for driving in nails. So check it out if you're kind of in need of that, because this can be kind of tricky sometimes. So there we go, guys. We got this nice wooden serving tray built. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Like I said, it took about an hour. It actually took literally 1 hour. If you're into this kind of stuff, definitely check out the channel. David's DIY Reviews, a lot of really great DIY woodworking content, weekly videos. Check you in the next one.